This lady came all the way from Loveland. She has another rally tomorrow and one the day after that. Her name is Nancy Rumfelt, Liberty Action Committee. Nancy is the founder of 912 Liberty Circle, based in Loveland. She's the state coordinator for the National 912 Project, as well as vice chair of the 912 Project Colorado Coalition. 912 Liberty Circle participates in Liberty Watch, a group focusing on Colorado legislation. They watch them, just like you should be, like we all try to. And she provides information and alerts regarding anything dealing with the Constitution of the state of Colorado and the Constitution of the United States of America. And this is a 5'4" watchdog that bites. Here's Nancy.
Well, first, thank you all for inviting me up here today. I haven't really been too far into Colorado Springs, and this is the first time, and you have a really nice park here. So it took us a little bit to find it, but we did find it eventually. Just so you know, Liberty Watch, it was created as a way to monitor and hold our state legislators accountable, as the state is our last line of defense. Now, you hear a lot of people say that, and what that means is it really is, they are our last line of defense. They are what stop, or should stop, the federal government from exceeding their boundaries. So we need those legislators to stand strong and do what's right. Don't capitulate and be fearful of the federal government, which more and more of them seem to be too willing and ready to do. What we do is we follow bills based on fiscal conservatism, free market, fiscal and personal responsibility, limited government. It's pretty basic, it's pretty simple, it's not complicated, it's not rocket science, folks. And we all know it sounds good, it sounds easy, but the reality is it's really easy for the legislators to get pulled off the reservation into the land of compromise and bipartisanship, and then, well, you all know what happens after that. Legislators and citizens must all learn that government is not the solution. It does not create jobs. It does not create a free market. It does not increase competitiveness, contrary to what they will all use and say to rationalize why their bill's so good. The reality is that the more we demand government do something, anything, the worse things become. Now, when I first started Liberty Watch, I had this naive, silly idea that what I was going to be doing was really rooting for the Republican legislators and railing against the Democrats. Well, apparently I was wrong. What I've been doing is having to focus on the Republican Party legislators. We expect the Democrats to do crazy things. I mean, we do. We expect Senator Heath to announce he wants to do a $1.3 billion tax on us to fix the spending problem. We expect that. We expect that he says, hey, you know, I'm not going to do that bill because since they're changing the ballot initiative requirements, I should just go for the gusto and do a ballot initiative and get it on the bill and make this progressive tax permanent. $1.3 billion. We expect that from them. We expect the Dems to refuse to do anything to stop immigration. We expect the Democrats to expand government, to take the side of the government workers and the teachers' unions. We expect them to violate Tabor. What would a legislative session be like if they didn't do a bill that actually tried to throw Tabor under the bus? We would wonder what happened to them. We expect them to act like Democrats, and the truth is, they've been acting like Democrats. Now, we come to the Republican Party. We expect them to govern by principles. That's what we all heard on the campaign trail in 2010. They're going to do limited government, the Constitution, free markets, states' power, 10th Amendment, 9th Amendment. And they have done some good bills. You know, I don't want to take it all away from them. They have done some good bills. But the problem is that the bills that they have done that are some have been so egregious in violating our principles that we can't ignore them or be silent. Bills such as House Bill 1255, an alternative energy park. House primary sponsor is a Republican and a Democrat. That should tell you right there. Alternative energy park. picking winners and losers. House Bill 1207, the movie ticket fee, which is really a tax, and I affectionately called it, "Brother, can you spare me a dime?" Then there's Senate Bill 008, fiscal responsibility. Let's expand the Medicaid eligibility and rules, as we're complaining how much Medicaid bankrupts the state. House Bill 1160, we called it cash for home clunkers. Further entrenching the green energy, sustainability, ICLEI garbage. Then there's House Bill 1296, which this one is all Democrat sponsors. Hey, okay, we expect this bill from them. But it's got Republicans voting for it, where it's still extending the sales tax on tobacco for 2 more years. Now, I hate cigarettes, but you don't pick and choose when the government can apply the laws and the rules because it's something you don't like, because then it opens the door for them to do it on anything. And then there is the most heinous of all, SB 200, Colorado Health Insurance Exchange. This is a threat to our liberty. It violates every principle of freedom. The Democrats are so smart. They understand incrementalism. They understand piecemeal legislation. They understand that, you get the Republicans to work with them because they think, oh, look at this piece, it's not that bad. And they don't understand that they're helping the Democrats, the progressives, put together a puzzle that will end up all with us in chains, because we will lose our freedom. And with health insurance, think about this. If you control people's health insurance, you control their mortality. And what better way to control the people than through that? That is the way you make them fearful of you. The fight is no longer about Democrats versus Republicans. It is about liberty. It is about the principles of freedom. We must value liberty more than we value a political party. We must call out anyone who endangers liberty. Anyone. Doesn't matter who they are. Many legislators, I think, they thought that we weren't really serious about expecting them to get back to principles. I think they really thought that we'd just disappear. We'd go back to, Survivor, The Bachelor, all those other great programs. That we were not, and that we weren't serious about holding them accountable. What do you think, folks? They were wrong! They were wrong! Now, Liberty Watch, I don't know how many of you have heard of this newsletter or seen this newsletter? I'm going to have to fix that. It's the legislator. There are some that really like it up at the Capitol, and there are some that really hate it. It's causing many of them to squirm, to be angry, to be uncomfortable, and gasp. Some of them have even defriended me on Facebook. Sometimes it's like, are we back in junior high? I don't know. There have been attempts to talk sense into me, to find a friend who will persuade me to be silent. What those who are guided by politics and power fail to understand is that I am a champion for liberty. I am willing to take arrows, and quite honestly, all of them so far have been from my own team. I am willing to sacrifice because I honor and value the principles of freedom that created this great country. We are awake now. You are awake now. We recognize the insanity of their words, like, government totally owns and controls the insurance market, so let's do some more control. The system is broke, so let's do some more regulation. Medicaid is bankrupting the state, so let's do more expansion of eligibility and add to the rolls. We spend too much. Oh, let's spend some more. We tax too much, so let's tax some more. And the big one, the really big one that scares the principals right out of them, especially the Republicans, is if we don't do this, then the feds will do it for us, or better yet, they'll do it to us. Have they not read the 9th and 10th Amendment? The fact that they fear the feds more than the citizens is a huge red